Welcome everybody to the episode 4 of the Demon Slayer campaign. Last we left off, we had just received the ranks and meetings with 3 Hashira and Mrs. Uboshiki, the leader of the Demon Slayer Corps. Upon getting their new ranks and upon setting out as a new demon slaying squad, they have now traveled to a 3-day journey over to the village of Nylok, in the country of Luenin, a country that has a long-standing history with the world. Luenin is one of the largest countries, having almost something of different biomes scattered throughout it. The country is home to many different races. Just like this world, certain individuals like to settle in these places. As for Luenin, it is mainly dominated by earth, wind, fire, and even water genasi, along with torkels, centaurs, and even a mix of goblin tribes. It is a large mix of different countries, varieties, and cultures. Because of all the different countries around it, it is diversified itself into something of a neutral zone, and is actually quite friendly with the Demon Slayer Corps, and have thus declared them allies. Upon arriving to the village of Nylok, our heroes see the small little town, which can be shown what is on screen right now. As you arrive to this town, everyone, you see what looks to be different types of genasis traveling around the streets. You see a mix of different halflings, torkels, genasis, and maybe 1 or 2 centaurs with some humans mixed about in the crowd. It looks like in the center of town there's large markets for trading goods and for basically bartering, as it seems like caravans come through on the regular. There seems to be many different shops with different types of sales going on in their windows, and it is a nice, quiet and lovely village on the surface level. As for the architecture, just like what you see here, you see that they've built it into not only the hillside and some of the stone, but even managing to mix it in with the landscape of the trees, where it does not just seem to be as if they had uprooted the trees, but built the houses to support and work into the natural landscape. And as you arrive to the town, what would you guys like to first do?
Griff is going to look towards Shiro and just say, where should we investigate first?
Well,
maybe ask around at shops or places that may have the other demon slayers go to.
Luena is allied with the Demon Slayer Corps, so it'd be fairly safe to ask most anyone. I say we ask around and see if anyone has heard from the other Demon Slayers that haven't reported back.
Do you want to?
Where they were last seen.
Do we want to do it in like a split group?
Let's travel together. See if we can find any town guard or anyone who might know what's going on.
Alright. Yeah, that'll be my first thing looking for is town guard.
And do you also follow along Yanolith and Cassius?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Traveling through the street. Actually, you know what? Make me perception checks for all of you. See what you guys maybe find or spot.
I'm so good at these.
Yeah.
That's 20.
There you go. Nice.
Is it going to be a 2 to start out this session as well? No. Okay. It's a 15.
Okay. 20.
Ooh.
Oh, it's still the lowest of the group at a 15.
Nice.
Crazy.
So Shiro got a 17.
I got lucky.
Griff with a nat 20 for 24. Cassius the 15, and Yanolith the big 20 here. With everything, you guys start to really kind of see the different mix and mesh of different cultures. But you quickly, with all of your perceptions laser focused, you are able to spot two different guards that seem to be hanging out around what looks to be maybe more of a fortified building. How do you approach?
I'll walk forward. Waiting for Shiro. Do you
Yeah,
want to do the talking, or you want one of us to do the talking?
I guess I'm the leader, so I can introduce us. Unless one of you thinks you're better suited for it.
I mean,
That's
introduce.
right.
Introducing is fine.
Let's
Since
see
you're
what
the-
kind of skills that you have, leader. Let's see if you can impress the whole lot with your excellent skills.
All right.
Did he actually think I was serious?
No,
Do you know-
I didn't. I'm just taking it at face value.
As you walk up to the guards, what do you say, Shiro? I'll say for context, one of them is a fire genasi, the other is a water genasi.
Gotcha. Gender, is that usually identifiable as well?
Yeah, they both appear to be male.
Okay. Say, hello there.
What can I do for you, citizen?
We are demon slayers and from the core. We heard that there were a couple of other demon slayers nearby this town investigating signs of a possible demon sighting. We haven't heard them
Whoa.
report back yet.
Well, demons, bro. I haven't heard of any demons. And he looks to the other guard. Bro, have you heard demons? He goes, nah. No demons here, bro. Trust us. They wouldn't cause any kind of trouble in the marketplace while we're on guard. Yeah, sorry. This is my brother, Jim. I'm Tim. It's nice to meet you.
You have a Nichiren weapons of your own.
Nah, bro, but we got the spears, and they like over like where the doorway is. They like cross spears in front of the door. See this right here? Yeah, no one's getting past us like this. Like they do it again, like just putting the spears in front of the door, just like barring entry. Like, yeah,
Okay.
Pretty impressive.
I know, right? We've been practicing it a lot.
All right.
Well, have
that isn't-
either of you seen anything unusual lately? Or have you heard of anyone going missing? Anything like that?
There's a few missing reports. Maybe like the chief would know more, or maybe the mayor. But like, we've heard like some rumors, but nothing confirmed. And as far as suspicious activity, other than Mrs. Bigsby stealing some coins and shoplifting a little bit, we've really had no problems.
Good. Would it be possible for us to speak to the mayor?
Oh yeah, he's like, and he's gonna like point to like up on like the very top of the hillside. You see what looks like to be more of a traditional like Japanese manor like design, with even like stone walls around it, and even like the architecture to like going up it, instead of it being like naturally to kind of curve to the hillside and look natural, you notice that like they have like cement and more of a modern look to it, as if it's like unnatural to the landscape. It's actually something built to be different.
Interesting.
What about the chief? Where could we find him?
Oh, chief's behind us. He's in the guard barracks here. He doesn't really walk around much. He actually used to be an adventurer, but you know, he took an arrow to a knee. And
No,
he
I'm
hasn't
shaking
been-
my head. You
hasn't
can
been
see
the
me
same.
shaking my head, and I was
I
like,
was wagging my
"Say
finger at him. Don't you do it?
All right. Is it possible for us to speak with him?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, you guys could go on in through, and like they'll move the spears away, and they go, yeah, they did the thing.
Just gonna give a
Thank you
nod.
both.
Good job. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
as we start walking through, Cassius is going to kind of just nudge Yanlith a little bit and say, Yanlith, you have been to many places. Is it always this easy in all of the towns to speak to the leadership?
I'm sorry, is your mouth full of crackers or something? Can you speak up a little bit?
Is it always this easy to speak to leadership?
Jeez, you don't have to yell. Sometimes, yeah. Goodness, God. I'll give you some space, alright? You kind of seem like you're a bit tense. Let's just focus on task, alright? Please.
Kind of scratches his head a little bit, unsure of what's happening and how to make this social situation.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Griff, is Cassius alright? He seems to be a little bit tense.
I don't know. I mean, he had some harrowing things happen during our journey, and he doesn't like animals for some reason now. And like Jacanas kind of walks past you, Cass.
Oh, well,
I
that's
just
impossible.
take a
No
step
one-
to the side.
That's impossible. Nobody could dislike you. That's right. No one could dislike you, could they?
Just rubbing your pet's his mane, just kind of
Yeah.
just nestling with her fingers a little bit,
You,
scratching.
you you watch as like he's like slumbering slowly, but as you're nuzzling his like you're scratching the top of his mane, you just watch as he like arches his shoulders, his front shoulders up, and like tries to get his head even further into your hand as he's walking.
Good boy. Perhaps maybe we just need to introduce him to the right pet, you know? Maybe
mean,
that'll cheer him
Japan-
up.
Maybe, but then again, that was a freaking bird that breathed fire and something else on him.
Maybe we just start out something simple, like a goldfish or something.
We could try later, but let's get to speaking to the higher ups real fast.
Right. Later.
As you kind of enter the barracks, you see a couple different guards, but it's very easy to see that like in the very back of like where the main building is, there seems to be what looks to be an older gentleman sitting at the table working on papers, and he seems to be of relative like higher status. As I'll show you like what the gentleman looks like here. You can maybe make it out that that's the that could possibly be the man that you're looking for.
Okay.
Seems experienced. Must be the man.
Yes.
Oh, look, I think I could take him.
Let's try not to start a fight, please.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying I
I've been
want
told
to.
not to hit old men.
I'm just saying.
Then again, Cassius, older guys will, like who are experienced, will kick your ass.
Exactly. But I'm not
He's
going
more than
to,
welcome to try, but
I'm
I
not
don't think
going
it will
to.
go very well.
I don't want to tempt fate. I genuinely don't want to tempt fate.
Unless he asks for it, then perhaps we can. But for right now, I'm just saying.
Keep your just saying to yourself, please.
All right, but that's what I thought we were doing.
You're just saying it a little bit out loud.
Help it. Some people happen to mumble.
Cheryl, start walking. I like kind of
I've
like
been walking.
Yeah. As you guys like make it your way up to the desk, he kind of like stops and he goes, "Oh, can I help you?"
Yes, we're here to speak with the leader of the guard.
Oh, that would be me. Captain Brooks is the name.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain. My name is Shiro Mikazuki. Bow slightly.
That's a funny name.
Elven
Mm.
and regional.
I get you.
Oh, but
What can I do for you though?
we are demon slayers here to investigate reports of a possible demon sighting.
Ah, okay.
Heard there have been some disappearances, and we sent a couple of demon slayers to investigate previously, but they haven't reported back in some time.
I met one of them. Younger fellow, kind of around like your guys' age. He said he was snooping around. He went out and started to investigate some things. I haven't heard back from him in about like a week or so.
Do you have any idea where or what he was investigating?
He was investigating possible signs of a demon, but we haven't seen anything unusual happen. There are some like a little bit of like some things. We had some disappearances on a local farm about 3 days ago. But we also think that it could maybe be monster attacks. There's a bunch of puncture wounds and signs of struggle for sure. But it's nothing that like let's say you don't run into like some hellhounds or you run into some maybe any kind of monster that you'd run into in the forest.
Of course. Well, if you could be so kind as to direct us, we'd be happy to look into it.
It'd be the Bricker's Farm. Bricker's Farm is going to be about like about a quarter day's travel from here. Being honest, takes a little bit of time, but not too long. You'll and he'll like start drawing up a map to how to get there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course. As far as second Demon Slayer, I heard nothing about that.
Does this farm have any animals on it?
Oh, yeah. There's a large variety of cows, pigs, some goats, and the flying pig variety, too.
And these the people that are being stolen, correct?
Well, we just couldn't find them. I mean, I'll be looking to cause like foul play to the damaging to the buildings, but we just couldn't find the people.
It must be the farm animals. It's an inside job.
Oh,
Cassius,
okay.
Cassius, easy with your conspiracy theories.
Again. The room. Not your day today, is it, our friend?
But you said that the buildings were damaged.
Well, yeah.
What type of damage was it?
It looks
look
like
it was maybe-
some sort of I don't know. You'd have to discover it for yourself. It's nothing that I've quite come into. It's one thing to look like maybe it got lit on fire, but like I saw a shattered door, and a shattered door doesn't, fire doesn't cause that type of damage.
No, but a great force does. Yes. Any other details that your gods may have seen or picked up?
No, my
Like
guards don't travel out that
cracks?
far or that late for when it happens.
Okay.
We keep more city bound here.
Right.
We can investigate the countryside, but we typically wait till morning. We're not looking to venture off into the night and fight any type of beastie. We'd rather like try to fight it on our terms.
Understandable,
That's
sir.
wise.
I will thank you for that information, sir.
Of course,
Yes.
of course.
I'm Griff, a companion friend to Shiro. Also Demon Slayer as well.
Nice to meet you all. Now, if you excuse me, I do have some paperwork to return to. We've got a very large stock order, and there's some things with merchants and materials. It's a whole
Of course.
thing right now.
Don't let us keep you.
Of
We'll be
course.
leaving at once.
I'm gonna whisper to Shiro. Specifically, do you know Sylvan?
As you just trying it, or are you asking me first?
I'm asking you. Do you know Sylvan?
Of course I do. Or no, I don't actually. No, I was thinking Elvish. I have Elvish,
yeah.
not Sylvan.
Then I'll speak to you in Elvish. And I'll start speaking to you in Elvish. That's odd that he didn't see the other Demon Slayer. Maybe they split up. And one went to the mayor, one went here, and then
Well, they
reconvened.
wouldn't have been a team, most likely.
True.
They may have been working separately.
True. Then one of them probably went to the mayor, so we might want to go talk to him about the missing people as well.
Couldn't hurt. Is the mayor's office kind of on the way?
The mayor's office would be like its own kind of destination. So you guys can all basically go visit the mayor, or you can split up. There's all different types of things that you can do in the village. It's freedom to do whatever you guys want to do.
Well, I think we have enough information to act, but Griff did bring up a good point that the mayor might have seen or heard from the other demon slayer. If we'd like to investigate that lead first.
I think we
The
should.
rest-
Because then again, we can get more information. More information gives us more leads.
I see no
Or one
reason
just
not to.
forearmed.
Yeah, I definitely could have taken him. For sure, no doubt.
Probably right. Let's go to the mayor.
Yes.
Um,
Off to the mayor.
Are you all traveling into the mayor together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys make your way up the steps of to where the mayor is, you see two guards outside. This one, they're being a little bit more stone looking. In fact, these ones look very much different in terms of race than the others. As two Goliaths are standing in front of the gate there.
Oh boy. I'm just leaning my head.
What's your
up,
business
looking at
here?
them.
We've come to speak with the mayor. We're demon
Hmm.
slayers here investigating some disappearances that happened near a nearby farm.
All right. Follow us, and they both kind of nod for you to follow them into the grounds.
I've
Thank you.
seen big people, but I've never seen that big of a person.
They are so tall.
Speak for yourself, kid.
I'll just kind of look down to you and I'm like, I consider myself to be short.
I'm shorter than you.
I know,
Yeah.
which is why I mentioned that I look down as I say it.
And as they lead you through, they take you on what looks to be a concrete walkway there, next to a field of different garden and flowers. You see a little bit of a Japanese lily pond, some petal gardening, and kind of more fresh cut grass, along with an assortment of different plants scattered around. And you see what looks to be a more well-dressed man pointing to different maids, and they go, no. The roses go over there, right next to the tulips, and in between. And when you're supposed to stand there, you're supposed to be able to see the right lily pads. No. Marcus, I said move the lily pads to the right. I don't care if it's your right, it's fucking my right. Who are these gentlemen? I'll put a picture of what the mayor looks like here.
Oh boy. Oh
Great mustache.
boy.
Oh, I thought he had a baseball on his neck for a second.
No, that's
Some kind of a clasp or maybe a bolo tie scenario happening.
yeah.
Exactly.
He is. Yeah. Does he have the saber on?
Yes, he does have the saber on.
Okay, cool.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Hello, my name is Shiro. These are my companions. We're demon slayers from the Demon Slayer Corps.
Demon Slayers, more of you. Of course. What can I help the mighty Demon Slayers with today?
Well, we don't want to be in your hair too long, but we've heard that a couple of demon slayers had come here previously investigating potential signs of a demonic threat, and we haven't heard back from them. So we've come to investigate.
you know, that's a funny thing. And he looks to the maids. Ah, yes, Demon Slayers passing through. And just looking for my wisdom and generosity to give them enough gold to send them on their travels. After all, there's no such thing as demons in Nylock. And he like leans forward. He goes, "We can talk about this inside." Like as he like says that, like you see like 5 different maids are running around, and you even see like one of like a very nicely dressed one. She goes, "Mayor, the deliveries, the shipments, and Mr. Beauregard wishes to speak with you." He goes, yes. I'll get to the merchants soon, and the trading hub and whatnot. But like sign some papers and like be off there. And he goes, yes, come in, and he'll like lead you into like what looks to be like actually a dojo area for like the main building here.
Before we left, and like when he was signing the papers, can I try to steal a glance at the papers and see exactly what the products are that he's signing for?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Perception, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Got this.
You can tell that they
total
are
of 10.
total of 10. You can tell that there's
There it is,
papers
physically.
and that there's words.
That's my
You
turn.
get the signature mark, and like you see the name Beauregard pop up like with the glance, but you're not fast enough to catch like her just like quickly taking it away. It was a little bit higher DC because of the fact that it was only here and there. You know what I mean?
Shouldn't have issues with higher DCs, but such is the luck of the rolls.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he goes, yes. Well, Mr. Demon Slayers, I don't know what to tell you. I spoke to the other Demon Slayer before, and he was investigating the white-haired one and kind of cotton robes and whatnot. He said that he was investigating in the city and whatnot, not of a possible demon and a disappearance of another one of your kind here. I don't know.
So
Yes,
did you never meet the first one that came here? The one that was originally said to have disappeared?
Oh, no. I didn't know. This one was more of a man in mid-20s.
Does that sound particularly familiar, or is it just a general description?
Just
wouldn't
general
stick out?
description. But you can know that maybe that there's probably like there's maybe some difference between like the way the one talked about the first Demon Slayer basically being like around like 18-ish versus this one's in his mid-20s. There's a
Probably
discrepancy.
And
It's
also, the one in his mid-teenish had dark hair. This one has white hair and
Yeah.
wore cotton robes.
Okay. Well, we heard there was a disturbance at a farm in the outskirts of town.
Oh yes, dreadfully sorry. Maybe it was a bunch of raiders or bandits or the bandit-raidits. It's, we lived in dark times here.
Of course, sir.
Yes, but that's why I always stay honed to the blade. And he kind of like takes out his rapier and he goes, aha! And he like,
Does it look well used?
it is actually well used. Despite the guy's bravado, he actually does seem to train in this dojo quite a bit.
And was anybody sent out to investigate the
Oh, that would have been
disturbance
Mr.
on the farm?
That would have been the captain of the guards, Captain Bricks. I don't really know much. We've just been a little stressed right now with big caravan coming through here. We are making some deals with different countries right now, and right now with the whole big lake fiasco, it's driving cargo in different places. They're not able to get across the 5-star lake in the middle of Luena right now, and it's really hurting trade right now. So they're trying to cut through our different countries, and there's maybe right now we're actually maybe making a deal with the southern country right now to maybe set up more of a trading post here to help limit some supplies. So UN may be backing us a little bit, so we could then help use this as a transport network to Luena's capital.
I see. It sounds like things are getting quite busy.
Yes, it is, and it's a pain in my butt. It's so much to do.
So, this is gonna be out of character. He said there was trouble with the big lake that's in the
Yes.
middle of the continent.
Yes.
Okay.
So they call that, like you see where Luena is, Nozzle and Ewan, the country. They call
Yeah.
that the 5-star pointed lake, even though it's kind of more like a sea at that point.
Yeah.
But they call it the 5-star basically lake because it looks like 5 stars basically.
Right.
The 5 points.
A star with 5 points.
Yes. And supposedly, like, trade is not going well there. Ships are going missing, and there's just problems.
Okay.
So they have to supplement that by going around the continent. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. Understandable. Just keeping that in my pocket for later.
Mm.
So big caravan.
Yes, but what else do you have any more inquiries?
Just wondering where the white-haired demon slayer went off to.
Oh, I don't know. He stayed at one of the local inns, and he was more focused on the city rather than the countryside. I don't know why. There would have been an attack out there anyways.
Very understandable, sir. It was great talking with you.
Of course,
kind
of
of-
course. It is always a pleasure for me to talk with other people.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I noticed, sir. Would you prefer we keep any word of demons to a minimum?
Oh, absolutely. And he goes, oh no, I happened to drop something, like throw 25 gold to you in a pouch. I'm going to walk away now. And he leaves the room. He basically gave you hush money without giving you hush money.
Oh no! It happened
no.
to drop my gold.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just gonna say, Draconis, pick it up. Let's go, guys. So there's a tavern that we have to head to now.
I'm gonna snag the gold before Draconis does. He's probably going to try to steal the gold. I don't trust him.
Cassius, for all that is holy, please stop it with your freaking obsession of thinking they're gonna do stuff.
Unfortunately,
He's a
he's under
beast.
the
He
he's
may
under the
s-
2-day
follow the-
debuff. He's under the
I-
2-day debuff of the
He may
not
swallow the pouch
trusting
by
animals.
accident. Who knows?
No, I get it. It's also Griff doesn't know why he's doing this. He just thinks
Yeah.
he's going mad. So Griff is like, "Calm down."
Yeah. But no,
Well, I
like
mean, it's
this.
very clear. I was doing fine with Draconis before this, so the sudden switch up does definitely seem odd and would
Yeah.
absolutely coincide with the bird. So you probably have inklings, especially those of you with higher wisdom. This is what's going on.
He's
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
"Okay,
With that out of the way, what would you guys like to do?
I think we should split up this time. One of us going. What was that?
If you suggested that in character, then I'd probably pipe up. I noticed the name Bridget that was associated with the trade here, and they would probably know a lot of the goings on in the town. So
You mean Beauregard?
was that the name?
That was the name that was mentioned.
Yeah.
That's yeah, sure. That's what I meant.
Beauregard is the trader. Bridget is the one that was known as the pickpocket, and
Oh, yeah, no, I got the two confused.
yeah, I know.
I'll probably, yeah, I meant Beauregard. So actually, hold on. Is Beauregard the person that's coming in with the shipment, or is that the person that is handling the dealings of that?
Don't
I think both.
Don't
I don't know. Okay. Well,
It's
sure, whatever. I have my goal.
Yeah, you guys know the name, but you don't know what position he holds.
Well,
Whatever.
Well-
It sounds like a person of influence, so I'll try to do some asking.
right, but that doesn't help us in the figuring out the demon sightings. It only
Well,
helps.
sure it does. Because we don't know if that person's from here or not. or if they would have heard things, especially if they're a tradesman, they would travel a lot.
True. But we have two places that we need to search as well.
The
We
farm
need
and the inn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Cassius, if you'd like to ask around for this trader, would you like to investigate the inn as well and stay in town for a minute?
Sure, I can do so.
All right. And then what about you, Griff? Where are you more comfortable?
I'm more comfortable out in the countryside area. Towns are not my strong suit.
Right. I imagine Yanalith will be happy to stop by the inn, get a drink, so I'll go with you, Griff.
You now have basically everybody heading off here. So you have Shiro and Griff heading out to the countryside, and Yanalith and Cassius heading to the inn, the local inn. Seeing as how Griff and Shiro, would you guys stop by anywhere before you head out on the map to the countryside?
He said it's about a quarter day's travel. I guess if there's any kind of a transportation service, that might catch my eye, but otherwise I don't see the need to make a stop. What you, Griff?
Yeah, no, I don't see any
Yeah.
need, like, unless there's like horses or something.
Yeah, if we can rent a horse or hire a carriage, that's what we'd
Yeah.
stop for. Otherwise, I think we're good.
Yeah, I would say as you guys start to head, looking for something, an older, you'd find like an what looks to be like a younger boy. Oliver kind of like approach you as like you guys are trying to like seek passage. As you see something of like a halfling kid kind of come up to you guys with bluish hair and goggles on top of his head. As he looks to you guys, Masters, are you trying to get to the countryside?
We are. There's a farm out there we need to
Well,
go visit.
I actually need to get back there. They say something happened to the farm.
Right, that's what we're looking into.
Yeah. That I think the farm they're talking about is my farm.
Oh, okay.
None of the adults will tell me anything.
We're heading that way, but we've heard there may have been some sort of disturbance, so we're going to go and make sure it's safe.
Okay. Can I come with you?
It's probably not the best idea.
I mean, it may not be the best idea, but then again, if it's his farm, we can protect him. And if need be, I can have Draconis keep an eye on him.
Okay. No, Draconis, good point. If you'd like to come with us, you can. Just be aware. I'm going to make sure it's safe. There may be danger. So stay close to us.
Well, I need to know if Mom, Dad, and my brothers are okay.
Hopefully, all goes well. They are. They will be.
Okay.
But we need to find out for sure.
Okay. I'll talk to Jeb. Jeb's got some horses we could borrow.
Wonderful. That'll speed things along nicely.
Yeah. And as you guys start to 5 minutes later, about saddle up and start to ride horses out of town. I'll make a quick animal handling check for you guys as you're riding. What's your riding skills like?
Okay, handling. Let's go.
Come on.
I got a 15.
A 12 and a
12 for me.
15. Ooh, nice. Yeah, you guys managed to do fairly well on the horses. You ain't experts or anything, but you can ride. Do you enter or what are you doing?
I've never been inside a tavern before. I don't know what to do. I'm looking at Yanlith.
What? I thought this place was for you.
What reason do I have to go inside of a tavern? Other than to gather the information, but I don't know what I'm doing. I've never been to one before.
You never had a drink.
No.
Oh God! All right. Looks like you need education. Come on, let's go.
I just take him by the back and just push him forward.
I thought this was you. You wanted it, but now it seems like you need it, my friend.
Yeah. As you enter into the pub, Yenilith, you have been all over Luena in your times traveling. So as you guys like enter, you just kind of guide Cassia through. You see like maybe two people like arm wrestling in the corner. You see people already getting buzzed, even though it's like midday, turning towards midday at this point. You see a good like kind of lively atmosphere to the place, and as like you're kind of weaving him through, you're able to like reach the bar without running in or causing any commotions or whatnot. You maybe even gesture over the barkeep, who typically is also the owner of this establishment that you've found in your travels. As you kind of like wave like them over, you see like a woman that could only be described as maybe the crone talking about like from outside. So I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
What can I get for you, gentlemen? Gentlemen and fine lady.
We need something strong for me, and something a little bit of a beginner's drink for the little pipsqueak friend
A
here.
beginner's drink.
Yeah, it seems like he needs a proper education, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. We got some. We got. What kind of alcohol you had before, boy?
I'm just gonna shake my head.
Oh, okay. So that's where we're starting here. I'll give you some beer. That's a good first starter. And she's just gonna grab you like a beer. And she like looks to Yenilith and you.
What you got? Anything strong?
We got some rum. We got some whiskey. If you're not out in any of those, we got some of that fruity shit, but...
I mean, I like all of it, but you got something a bit experimental. You got something a bit fancy, something that gives this place its signature.
I get you. I'll get you my brew.
Your brew?
Yeah.
Oh.
She kind of like hurries to the back a little bit. As you slowly just see her come back out. She's got like some beer for Cassius and like something of her own concoction to you, Yenilith. It looks like maybe a mix of different types of drinks, but it isn't. It doesn't look like a mixed drink that we're used to seeing. And she goes, "Bottoms up. Hope you enjoy."
All right, how much are you?
And she
one
goes,
tab.
Don't worry, I'll get it at the end."
All right, sounds good. All right, cheers.
Takes a cup and clanks it to you, and she'll go ahead and just try to guzzle it down.
Yeah.
So two things. First, a question to the DM: do straws exist in this world?
They do, but not in this tavern.
Okay. Well, and then a second
Bring
one.
out your metal straw that you bring with you everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what? I probably should bring a metal straw, but I don't know if my character does or not.
I would say he'd probably, for such an event like this, seeing as how the mask is so incorporeal to your character, I feel like he would have precautions made.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
I think usually I probably wouldn't, but I think before leaving for the the Demon Slayer exam. I probably would have, knowing that like it would have been pretty hard for me to not run into people at that point, and so I would be expected to drink in front of them. And then a second one, can we have a insight roll from Yanlith?
Sure. All right. Let's see this. I think that's gonna be it. 2.
Oh, 2. Okay, yeah, absolutely nothing's wrong.
Okay, fantastic.
I'm going to plop my metal spear, or not spear, straw into my drink, and just kind of, I guess, mime the same gesture that you did, and then just try to carefully put it up under my mask and take a sip out of it.
And just watch you as I start just drinking my own, just guzzling it down bit by bit. How big is the cup? Is it like a shot? Is it like a pint?
It's a pint.
Yeah, it's a pint. How does it taste? My drink.
Yours tastes a bit more of like a sweet kind of apple kind of flavor to it. But as like it kind of like goes down and it kind of gets soured. Almost like it's almost kind of like it's almost like you're getting a sweet apple, but then as it like goes down and it's starting to settle, it starts to turn into like a sour apple.
Gotcha.
As
Okay.
I'll have you just roll me just like one con save there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. +5. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, that was close. 23.
Yeah, you feel no effect from it. Like you definitely can tell that like, man, this is kind of like a stronger drink. Old woman definitely knows how to do it right.
Ooh.
But nothing to nothing that you haven't tasted before. Nothing that you haven't that's caught you on your worst nights.
But this has definitely hit the spot. Cheers to that. Thank you very much. How about you? How are you faring with your drink?
It tastes like bread juice.
Oh.
I don't know why anyone would drink this. It just tastes like liquid bread.
You'll get used to it. All right, keep on sipping. Come on, you need to start feeling it. I'm looking at you, and I can't really see it too much under that mask of yours, but you look a little too sober. Come on, let's keep going. Keep going.
And that's kind of the point of the mask. And then I'll keep on just like sipping on it. I'm not really enjoying it all that much.
Yeah. He's
Thinking
like,
on the job.
yeah, I
There's
know.
a little bit of frustration from Yana. She's keeping a face to try to entertain, but she's just kind of being like, man, I wish I could see his reaction under that mask. But yeah. So
Yeah, as you guys kind of like drink a bit, what else would you like to do?
I think about like after I finished close to half of the drink, I'll turn back to Yenlith. Don't forget, we are also here for the job. The guard captain said that the first demon slayer come here and stayed at the tavern. So maybe we can get some information on where he went.
Mayor.
I suppose. All right, fine. I've done my job. I'll let you do yours. I'll just be a dignified bodyguard. All right, come on.
I think maybe it would be better if it came from you. I'm
From
not a
me?
typical. I'm no typical bar patron. I think most people would enjoy somebody that is of their kind, and I'm just going to kind of motion to you and all the other people around.
Ah, but come on, this is so much easy for me. This is my people. But for you, we're supposed to be on the job. We're supposed to be encouraging lots of challenges here. Come on, you know you want to. You want to try something different. Listen, you've already had yourself your very first drink. You gotta have your very first investigation. You gotta talk and mingle with the people. I'll help you out a little bit. I won't let you loose or on your own. You gotta get your training wheels in.
I've done my fair share of investigation before, but I don't see any reason to make our investigation take longer than it needs to if somebody like you would be able to get the right answers from the start.
You just have to suck all the fun out of everything. Alright, guess I'll be doing the heavy lifting today.
And
If
she'll
we
just
come
kind
across a monastery, then I would be happy to take the lead, but these are not my people.
Yeah, you would like that, wouldn't you?
just trudges through. Just the patrons, just kind of a sour gloom on her face. Just a bit of fun taken away, but she goes through combs through some of the crowds a little bit here and there, trying to figure out if there's like a spot where she could pick a couple of individuals to try to speak to.
Yeah. As you kind of like, I'll say like you automatically know because of like you're such a heavy drinker and your area of expertise is travel.
Mhm.
And just knowing generally you're a little bit more of the people's person of this group. You notice that as far as people who look noteworthy to you to ask for information are what looks to be an older gentleman drinking alone at the bar, obviously the innkeeper, the old crone, and what looks to be like a group of table of like two different genasies and a turtle that look like they're like regulars at this place.
Hello, gents. Place is a little bit squashed a bit. Mind if we you accept a couple of repairs?
Yeah. You see Genasi's kind of like, oh yeah, go ahead and sit. And the one's like, yeah, total babe like you, liven up the night. And as like the turtle kind of looks you, he goes, howdy, darling. It's nice to see you here at this place.
Oh, you must be fun conversations.
I try my best. And I sometimes
She glares at
think that and they're like he's gonna go on for the next 30 minutes. So what can we help you with?
Her face is
It's like you hear it in the background, just like
her face is much more red at Cassius than has been possible.
Need a little bit of information. It's a couple of interesting developments that we've heard rumors around town here and there. We're just hoping that maybe you can help us.
Oh, what kind of rumors? Is it about the trade network? I hear that that's going to be pretty big. Then there's the farm, and then there's the local pickpocket. But like that like comes around, goes around.
Well, as it so happens, I only know so much. I think my friend here, Cassius, you seem to know a lot more about the information than I do. Why don't you talk about it to these fine gentlemen here, since you have
As
such
soon as
a
you
way
say
with
my
words?
name, I am dipping out. I am
Roll
disappearing.
stealth.
come here
Roll
real
stealth.
quick.
Roll stealth for me,
Yes,
please.
sir. All right.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah, if I can get to him, if I can grab him before.
Ooh,
24.
24 stealth. Yanalith, let's see a perception roll.
Okay, so perception. So I am.
Oh, no, that was almost a natural 20. You, gosh dang it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have mattered anyways.
No, it
Yeah,
wouldn't have mattered. But it
yeah,
just would have
but-
felt nice to get.
Yeah,
like a natural 20.
yeah.
Honestly,
Yanalith, you
it
like.
probably should have felt worse if that
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
It's like a
Yanalith, as soon
wasted
as
20.
you like look back to present your friend Cassius, you just see like nobody's there, as it's just like the blinking outline.
Like, yeah, the cartoon blinking outline. Yeah, I was thinking the same
cartoon
thing.
blinking outline, and it's just no longer there. And you just like you look around and you just can't find him.
Well, I guess my friend got a little overzealous. He's not just a enjoyer of drink. He might have a bit of a problem. Anyways, back to the situation at hand.
Like it cuts to you guys as it like cuts away to where Cassius is, and where Cassius is, he's just right behind like where the turtle shell is, as he's still going on. we need to really ask ourselves, how is good? Hiding in plain sight, basically.
Have you ever seen a particular individual that just radiated such powerful, gorgeous energy? Perhaps something of a warrior's image, and perhaps maybe someone of, I don't know, the Demon Slayer facade.
We don't see no demon slayers around these parts. And, you know, I think we recognize one if we did. There was a gentleman that came in through here, kind of like blew in like a storm. And he, kind of came in like cotton garments. He had like white hair, but like, guy couldn't have been like in like mid-20s. You know, he works really well, but like he seemed to be some sort of like trade inspector is what he said he was.
Anything else? Anything?
Oh, yeah. He said he was investigating the smithery.
Smithery?
Yeah, the smithery there. Apparently, he also wanted to like look in like some of the trade and stuff like that. He said he was really interested in that kind of stuff.
Where exactly is the smithery?
Oh, it's just down the road. You're gonna make a right and then a left. And that's the smithery. If you want to take one more block down though, that's my place, and I can show you a nice night, if you would be so kind.
Well, perhaps if maybe you could outdrink me, love, but you possibly can't, and it's gonna take forever for me to get drunk. But thank you so much for the information, gentlemen. A lovely afternoon with you all. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Mr. Turtle.
Hear a slurping from the straw behind the turtle.
I look at the turtle and gesture to him.
Good luck with whatever you got going on.
And just stand up and just start walking away.
Yeah, and like
Just
right as
trying to
he's
look
like
past his-
ending his long talk, and he goes, and that's why. Oh, where'd she go?
I'm just walking over to get over to Cassius.
You don't know where I am.
Yeah,
No, I don't. But I'm gonna keep looking.
I will find my way to you.
Yeah.
Are you tapping me behind me?
Yeah, I'll kind of like tug at your sleeve.
As soon as you do, you immediately see just a large fist coming right at you and just stopping for just a moment, like just a jump.
Oh, shh. You better be careful. Where the hell were you?
You mentioned my name like you were going to try to throw me under the bus, and then you did, or throw me under the cart, and then you did.
I was just about to give you the opportunity of a lifetime, and you blew it. But I'm in a good mood because we got some answers. So come on, let's go. We can.
Yes, I was hiding behind the turtle the entire time, so I heard.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna think of a punishment for you, but for right now we have a job. Let's go.
As you guys start to head to the smithery, we will cut back over to the people who are arriving at the farm, who the quarter's day's travel has turned into like 1/8 of a day's travel, or a little bit like more than an hour or so. As the horses tremendously helped, it also helped that having a guide more familiar with the area also sped things along. As you guys arrive to the farm, I will change the viewing experience. The viewers can see something, and I'll also drop a picture in the text channel for the community to see, as well as for you guys to see.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's sad. No.
Yeah, our Discord fellow is going to get a little bit confused as to why he's just got a random picture floating in.
It's all right. It's to start conversations, anyways.
Sure, and on that note, everyone join the Discord. It's
Yes,
poppin'.
on that note, join the amazing Discord. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I hear it does wonders. And maybe ring that bell. Tell your friends. you arrive to the farm here. You
Alright.
see what looks like the animals are out grazing in the fields, but you see what looks like to be a destroyed barn and a destroyed farmhouse amongst the like open plains and prairie.
I'll hitch up my horse to like a nice sturdy tree,
Okay.
and then I will look to Shiro and say, I'm gonna go start searching, seeing if there's any signs or anything of a demon.
All right. Keep your eyes peeled. Watch the shadows. I doubt they'd be
Oh.
here still in the middle of the day, but
Yeah, you never know.
you never know.
So yeah, I'll start with first searching like the destroyed barn and seeing if there are any foot tracks, stuff like that. Like maybe torn cloth or something along those lines.
Yeah. So I will have you both roll an investigation for me. Here's the question: who is the boy with first?
With me.
Okay.
Yeah.
The boy,
I'm
Shiro,
letting-
you will roll with advantage because the boy will
Ooh.
be helping you.
If he wants to help, if he wants to help Grim, I already have advantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to come to Griff and help Griff, because like
Shiro's the one with him.
All right.
You
That's
didn't
fair.
want the
You know,
child.
I was gonna let
You
you.
want
I was
the
gonna let
child.
you go ahead so that if something
Yeah.
pops off, I'm back.
the boy's
I'm hanging
safe.
back a little bit with Oliver anyway. So
Yeah.
I'll say for
Alright.
convenience sake, just convenience sake, to smooth things along and keep the game going. Griff, you check the house. Shiro and the boy will check the barn.
All right.
Okay.
Bloody hell! Come on!
Griff with an 8. Shiro with a 24.
Kendrick
Sounds
Connors
about
also?
right.
Kendrick Connors also?
Draconis rolls separately.
Draconis investigate
Yeah, that's just like a wisdom, right?
intelligence actually.
Intelligence.
Oh God, this is gonna be great. Maybe he rolls better than me. He rolls worse. 4. He's got a minus 1.
He's got a 5. So, yeah.
5 minus 1, so 4.
Yeah, no. So, yeah. Griff and your dog, you immediately search the house as best you can. But you can't necessarily find anything. You look like maybe puncture holes in the walls. But it looks like this place was maybe lit on fire. You can't really tell.
Music. Someone change
That's the gun on that one, boys.
Yeah, voice might still be getting
Yeah.
Oh, he might
It's
still be-
alright.
getting water.
It's all right. I just turned it down. But with just let me know when the music changes for you guys. I have to turn it down for the audience.
He just changed it. Looks like.
Yeah.
Nope, it's still
No,
combat.
it's still combat.
It's changing to a different combat song.
Yeah. But for Shiro, you find what looks like this place. While it looks like it's burned on some of the outer sides, it doesn't appear to be natural the way that it was burned. For example, it looks like there's small little bursts of flames that look like they happened all around the place. Like something like it's almost like firecrackers had been detonated all around the building. And you then notice something like just like there's signs of struggle. You see what looks to be maybe poison, like a purplish liquid on the ground, all over the barn, and you look like large, like puncture or stab or slashing marks along some of the wood and into the ground. And you see the boy go, What is where's mom? Where's dad?
Gonna do our best to find them.
Okay.
Let's see. Interesting.
I don't. Monsters have never attacked our farm before. And Dad had a sword on him, just in case.
Yeah. Well, we've got signs of struggle here, but we could probably also find some tracks or something too. So
Okay.
keep an eye out.
Oh,
I'm gonna investigate a little deeper. Stay close to me.
okay.
I'd like to. I'm not a poisoner, but I do have proficiency with alchemist supplies. Can I use my alchemist supplies to identify the substance on the ground?
Yes. Go ahead and make me an investigation with it.
All right.
I'm guessing I find nothing.
You find nothing.
Except. Yeah. Okay. That's 25.
Ooh.
Of course.
Man, he's just rolling hot. Main character syndrome, bro, ladies and gentlemen.
Having advantage on investigation
yeah.
helps.
Just having an
rolled Arcana there,
intelligent
by the
character.
way.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, I rolled Arcana. Same modifier. I
Oh,
just
same
have to roll.
modifier. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So Mr. fucking chemist here. Immediately, like you take some of like it in. You start to distill the poison, trying to see how many layers it has, what's the potency it has. There'll be other tests that you'll have to run over time with it. One of the biggest things that you notice though is that the consistency of the poison is consistent with it throughout, even when trying to dilute it. When adding to like a base like water and stuff like that, it only grows and contaminates the water, but keeps the same level of consistency and poison. Almost like it spreads something of like a viral infection and disease. But you also then notice that when you accidentally moved some of the testing into the light, the poison starts trying to like burn.
All right. I was afraid of that, but I can deal with this. Okay.
I'll say though,
Very good.
like, you'll have to do like some more testing later, just because it'll take time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, you can definitely tell at this point, this is definitely demon related.
Yeah. And can I tell? Is it pretty clear that it's a poison?
Yes, it is definitely 100% a poison.
Okay.
And
But I
what's
can't figure out what
more
it does without
is
more time.
not only is it a poison, but it's a contagious one. It's self reproducing.
Replicating.
Yep.
Oh God, self-replicating poison is fun. No, that's no.
Okay.
I'll head towards you guys since I find nothing, and just say, Shiro, I couldn't find anything in the house. Just too badly damaged, I think. Did you find anything?
We did. Turn to the halfling boy, Oliver.
Yeah.
What'd you find? I'm gonna walk over.
How much do you want to know?
I want to know the truth.
Even if it's scary.
And he kind of like stops himself for a second, and he has to like, yeah, I have to know.
All right. This poison I found seems to be most likely a demon blood art, or at least demon related.
A demon blood heart?
Yes, that means one or more demons came and attacked this place.
Oh,
We haven't seen any bodies. That's a good thing.
it is.
Yes.
But don't they eat people?
Oftentimes. Yes. Oftentimes, if that happens, though, they'll leave something behind. The fact we haven't found any bodies means your parents may still be alive.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
So let's not lose hope yet. But I will tell you, demons are very dangerous. I'll ask.
Phew, sorry.
Bless you.
It's all right, kid.
Yeah, he sneezed.
I would ask you to ride back to town, and we'll investigate further.
Oh, okay.
See if we can find your parents.
Oh, I am Oh, and you see him go shifting into the rubble as he kind of digs something, and he kind of like pulls open like one of the doors to maybe an area underneath of the shack that doesn't look like it had been damaged. As he starts like climbing down, do you follow him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow.
As you kind of follow him, you see that look like there's different tools. This looks like to be like an underground thing that they personally had dug out. Just to like, looks like there's storage supplies in here. There's different like things that you can use that you don't want it like just sitting out in the sun or oxidizing and stuff like that. The boy runs over to one of the chests as he pulls out something, and he goes, I found this a couple days ago. I'm gonna carry this. And the boy holds what looks like to be a broken Nichirin sword.
As soon as I see that, I just ask him, "Where'd you find it?"
It was on the outskirts of the farm. But I was worried about what Mom and Dad would say, so I kind of hid it, and it was so cool looking.
Where did you find it? What, like on the outskirts of the farm, but do you remember exactly
It's like
where?
near one of the posts.
Near one of the
Yeah.
posts.
What side?
Northern side.
Okay.
Oh,
That means another demon slayer was there, most likely, when this happened. Or was at least trying to keep it at bay before this happened. So that's good. Whatever we're up against may be injured.
but then again, it's been a few days. I say to you and Elvin, not to frighten the boy more.
I'll reply in Elvin.
Yeah.
Yes, but any encouragement we can give him is a good
And as
thing
you
at this
guys
point.
start to walk out, I'll have you make a perception check for me.
All right, making a perception.
I'd actually say,
Dirty 20.
there we go, nice.
I'm good at
10.
seeing. I'm good at seeing stuff, but
Yeah.
not good at investigating. I'm good at tracking things.
Shiro, you're actually the one that doesn't see something. Griff, you notice something though from like one of the boxes catches your eye right when Shiro and the boy are climbing up. You see something that looks like you weren't really around when Shiro was investigating the poison, but you see what looks like to be a purplish liquid staining one of the boxes. As you go to look, it looks to be like Nozelle's crafting and goods, as it looks like it's just like feed it looks like just like farming supplies, but it's weird that there's like this purplish liquid dripping from the box.
I'm gonna do a sharp whistle to catch Shiro's attention.
Oh.
'One of the boxes have a substance on it.
Don't touch that. It's poisonous.
All
Just check the
right.
box. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Glenn,
like
wait up.
take.
Talk.
I'm gonna take like one of my Nichiren blades and kind of lift the lid of the box. Does it look like? So my question is, does it look like the feed itself was poisoned, or is it
I
just
don't,
on the outside of the box?
I don't know if there's actually feed inside. It looks like that's what would be in the box, right? But we haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, that's what so like the lid is slightly ajar, so you can see what's inside
Okay.
the box. It looks like the feed and stuff looks to be good. There's poison laying on top of it, but the actual contents doesn't look to be coming from within it.
More like something was putting the poison in it, like opening it and putting the poison in.
You don't know for 100%.
I'm going to remove the lid entirely. I'm going to look for like a jar or something, and I'm going to scoop some of the feed up.
Yeah. As far as
That
like the
might be-
feed and stuff, it looks like everything is good all the way through. And as you kind of search the contents of the box, you do notice though something that's like in the middle of the box. You start to find a dead, almost purplish looking butterfly.
Yeah, like I'll scoop that up, jar it, and hand that off to Shiro.
As you scoop it up, Ulfrid, roll for me a 1d6.
1d6, got it. All right. Got a 5.
You take 5 poison damage.
I was using a jar. Even in the jar?
I thought you said you scooped it up with your hand and put it in the jar.
He's
No,
scooping it up with a jar. Like
I looked for a jar. When he told me it's poison, like, and I see this purple thing that looks...
Okay. So it's just the way that you explained it, and he goes, "I scoop it up and then I put it in a jar." That implies like that, like there was a 2-step process.
Oh no, I meant like
Yeah.
yeah.
You meant to scoop it with the jar using the
Yes.
jar.
Okay. Just wording. Pay attention to wording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. So, Shiro, you noticed that from this butterfly, the wings are an almost identical mesh with like the poison color.
Interesting. I will from as far as I can tell, a safe distance below, kind of at an angle down into the jar. I know butterfly wings typically have like a powdery coating on them.
Yeah.
Is that also purple? Like, does it get disturbed if I blow in the jar?
Yeah. In fact, it's the dust itself that is the poison. It's when the poison basically solidifies, it turns into a liquid.
Okay.
So now that you have a live specimen, it's easier to find the
Oh, is it
source.
live?
It's dead, but
Okay.
it's not exactly like disappeared,
Gotcha.
I say to Shiro, keep it covered. We
Yeah.
can maybe give it to I've done another Demon Slayer group if we don't find this demon, but if it was in this container, I hate to say it, but I think the demon might be trying to poison the people.
The possibility. I'm sure Charles would like to look at it either way.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and put it in my bag.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you cover the jar by chance at all, or no?
Yeah, I'm putting it in my pack, and I'll kind of put a lid on it if we have one. Put it in my pack, and I'll probably wrap it in. I don't have a lot of things to do that with. I'll like wrap it in some robes that I have. I have like some scholars robes.
Gotcha. As you guys start to then leave, as you found everything that you can find, so far, Is there anything else? Do you guys go back to town there?
I would like to go where the boy said the nitrine blade was found.
Okay.
Before we do that, I think let's escort Oliver to the horses. Have him take the horses back for Yanelith and Cassius.
Yeah.
Bro, you
And
around?
you just hear like something step behind you. It goes,
Gee. Nice.
and he's just standing there.
You are good.
Sneaky
All right.
brother.
Excellent.
He
Bro.
might be able to actually get this to actually get this to Charles, maybe.
That's a good idea. Bro, I have a quick mission and then a longer delivery for you to make.
Quick mission, long delivery. Got it.
Need you to travel back to town, either by horse or whatever your preferred method is. Let Cassius and Yenilith know to make their way to the farm. We found signs of a demon.
Gotcha. All right. With that, though,
timing there.
And when you've done that, get this specimen to Charles if you can. I'll hand him over the wrapped jar.
It smells funny.
It's poisonous. There's a poisonous butterfly with, I suspect, remnants of a demon blood art on it. So do not expose it to sunlight.
Got it. Crow won't touch.
Thank you very much.
Yep, and with that, he kind of like takes the stuff. He starts like waddling behind the tree, and like as he's about to like enter out the like the backside, you just notice he just disappears. Like he just doesn't come out behind the other side of the tree.
I just kind of looked at Cheryl.
We have the best Kasagai crow.
Yeah.
Do you think he teleports or something?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I posted a good gif of like what it just kind of like looks like from like your perspective.
Here we go.
Oh, I miss him.
Yeah.
I'm unaware of this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah.
Mass
But, like,
Effect 2.
No,
Yeah,
Mass
but-
Effect.
And we'll go ahead and escort Oliver to the horses so that he can get back to town safely.
Yeah.
And I'll say we have 2 companions that'll be in town. Cassius, a masked and robed individual, and Yanilith, a hobgoblin.
Do you want me to bring them here then? It sounds like that.
No, I want you to give them directions, but you need to stay in town for now.
How will you guys get back?
We can walk.
Okay.
And I'll kind of lean down. Just be safe. Okay, little one?
Mm-hmm. And he'll hold up like a blue nitrine blade in his hands. He goes, yeah, I'll do it. I can protect myself too. And I will say, like, the way that it looks like it's damaged, because it's not fully there. It looks like it was like broken like halfway up the blade.
So there's enough of the blade to where he can still cut something's head off.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll just say to I'll say to him, if you need to use it to defend yourself, go for the neck.
Oh, okay. I'll do so.
First
I will-
priority, if anything tries to stop you on your way, you keep going. Don't stop for anything or anyone until you're back in town, safe.
Mm-hmm.
Anything comes after you, you run first, fight last resort.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take one of my one of the dragon tooths that I have, one of the like long drake fangs I have, and just hand it to him.
Oh, okay.
It's a good luck charm.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna be off now. And with that, he goes over to the horses, and he starts to ride away.
After he's like far enough away to where he can't hear us, I just say, "Are we positive his family's alive?"
Of course not. I hope they are, but I've seen no evidence either direction that they're dead or alive.
I didn't see anything.
They may have run, they may be in hiding, or they could be dead. They could have been abducted. There's no way to know yet.
True. Let's go check out the area where he found that Nichiren blade.
Yeah.
Yep. As you takes about 5 minutes to just walk there. You guys arrive at the edge of the farm there, and there was a clear sign of scuffle, broken fence post, even like a cut down tree that had like a single strike had cut it. You see like what looks to be like a lot of ground that is almost swampy, like the area is filled with water.
That make me think it's probably a water breathing user whose blade was found.
Which he hinted at as like the blue blade of the Nichiren.
Yeah.
You make further investigation checks.
Perfect.
Yep. Investigation.
25 again.
11 for me. A little bit better.
Griff, you find what looks to be like areas of the combat in the marsh. You can definitely tell that the demon slayer who did this was pretty skilled. He's not necessarily, he was probably like at like your master's level or anything like high level, but he was probably competent in his job. The Shiro, as you kind of investigate, you definitely can tell that this is a water breather style. And like with the way that he fought, you notice that there's tracks in the ground. It looks like there was maybe a one-on-one fight. And from like the areas of like things being sliced, you notice that like there are tree branches slashed. There are like they're halfway up a tree. It looks like something had it had been cut, but not towards the base, but towards like halfway up a tree.
Seemed like whatever he was fighting might have been up in the tree.
Yes.
Okay.
And as you kind of like look around and like you get to a more shaded area, you start to see what looks like remains of like 3 or 4 different like purple butterflies along the ground. And what looks like one of them is resting on is like a other half of a blue blade.
Okay.
But you don't see a body.
I will go ahead and take like a crossbow bolt out of my little container, and I will like flick the butterfly off of. I'll like pierce the butterfly's wing, and lift it off of the Nichiren blade, the end of it, and I will, assuming it looks clean and free of poison, pick up the blade.
Yeah. And as you kind of like pick up the blade, you notice that there's definitely chips in the blade. Not from where it broke, but just from what the thing of like it was striking.
Interesting. Are they like pretty big chips, or is it like dulled edges?
Dulled
like
edges.
Stuff? Okay. Am I able to piece together? Does it just seem like it was from striking the trees? Although I feel like we could probably do that with little to no damage on our blades. Or
you notice though from
fighting
like
something
earlier in the first tree that you saw, he made a clean slash to a pretty wide tree.
Oh yeah,
and
he like felled a whole tree.
he felled the whole tree, and you can from the area. It looked like he did it in one slash, and yet whatever. Assuming the tree didn't do it, something else was giving his blade resistance.
Okay. This may be too granular for me to be able to tell just from the blade, but can I tell if it was striking something hard like armor or stone or like something like that, or if it was maybe like dulling the blade because it was the edges were biting with like another blade?
From the way that you look at it, it looks like they're towards like the lower part mid of the blade. It looks like something was clashing against it, so like battle damage. But towards the very, very tip of the blade, you could tell that like there's just like the edge has gone dull for like whatever it strike towards the edge of the blade, where it could have the most arch and swing. Typically, like
blunt.
It hit something blunt, and it hit something that it like was acting like it couldn't cut.
Okay.
Or it couldn't cut well.
Interesting. Well, Griff, and see that evidence. This seems like he was fighting one singular demon, one-on-one. It was up in the trees at some point. I'll point up towards the sliced branches.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever he was fighting is probably clashing with something due to these bite marks on the lower end of the blade, but he also struck something hard and dull, blunt. Armor or some kind of stone or metal, most likely.
Right. Well, I will say, with how the footmarks and all that are, how the marshy area is, he was a competent fighter. He was not on our skill level, of course, but he was competent enough in what he did. So I think whatever attacked him may have dragged out the fight, especially with, I gestured to the blade, with the blade being broken like it is, and how you said being dulled. It could have been wearing armor, it could have been clashing with the blade, with something. Are there any drag marks or anything like that?
Are we able to find any kind of trail?
In this swampy area, no. The marsh is kind of like from the water, kind of hides it too well.
Yeah. All right. We'll wait for the others. It shouldn't be too much longer.
Yeah.
In a couple hours, and we'll move out. Let's keep looking for tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
And
I'll actually have Dracana sniff the blade to see if you can get like a scent or something like that.
You
and I'll
notice
go check by the barn again.
Yeah, you noticed the Drake sniff the blade. Roll me a perception there for the dog.
Perception.
The dog.
Yep.
He's not a dog.
He's a good dog. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
His passive is plus 12. So
His passive is 12. He's not plus 12.
Well, it's
His
0
passive
plus
is
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, roll with advantage. He's a beast. He's got keen senses.
Okay, cool. Oh, right. It's not a wisdom save, so roll with advantage. Rolling 2d20s, and this will just be plus 2. That is going to be 17 plus 2, so that's 19.
Okay, gotcha. He picks up on something immediately. He starts sniffing, and he's sniffing along the ground. And he starts to head even back over a little bit towards the house. And even, like, he's heading all over the farm. And then he, like, stops when he finds, like, something, like, that's more visible prints for you guys. you guys notice what looks to be like, for the first time, a tangible clue to where they went. You see footprints. It looked like whoever was walking, they maybe lost their shoes and they're walking bare feet.
Mhm.
As it like they start like walking in one direction, and you see something kind of weird happening where it takes like where it looks like they're walking, they're looking normal, and then like one of their foots looks like it's dragging something behind it, and then you see the toes in the next footprint start getting closer together on two ends until like 5 or 6 steps in, it looks like there's like just 2 large toes and then a toe in the back. And then you see like yeah, and it does not look humanoid at all. And now you got guys starting to look at it, and you guys are seeing like patterns in the grass. You see like there was about like 5 or 6 pair, and like as your vision looks up, they or seem to be traveling in the direction of the forest, straight down the road the boy just left in.
Crap.
Well, so much for waiting.
Yeah,
Let's get
like
moving.
as soon as
Hopefully
I
they'll meet
see
us
that,
along the way.
yeah, I like give a command to Draconis, follow, and
Yep.
he just follows the trail. He starts bounding as I'm like running.
Yep. And as we cut from you guys, we're gonna cut over to our other duo. We'll cut back over to the happy little village for the audience. Yanolith and Cassius, you guys actually arrive to the Smithers. Do you this is and as you look to the sign, it is Brown Beard Inn. What would you guys like to do?
I kind of look at the sign and I'm like, oh, it's another inn? I thought it was going to be like a blacksmith.
Well, this place is full of surprises. All right, I guess I'm gonna be leading the way.
Nod affirmation.
Yeah.
No initiation whatsoever. All right, come on.
Heading inside, you see what looks to be a dwarf hard at work, and there's an assortment of different like medium and light armors and different weaponries, and as well as like more towards the front, there's different like assortment of like farm utensils and tools and like nicks and bobs for common everyday use. As you see a dwarf in the back that looks like this.
Oh, so it is a blacksmith. The
Oi,
name of the
excuse
shop
me.
is misleading.
Sir, hello. Can I borrow you for a second?
And he'll kind of like put down his hammer and he'll like stop whatever he's doing. What you want?
Excuse me. Hey, sorry, but we're looking for a gentleman who probably came here a little bit ago.
Kind of give at least the information that I know. I don't have the description at least. Of what,
White hair, cotton clothes, mid-20s.
yeah, kind of pass that along.
Yeah, if you gesture to Cassia, I'll probably pipe up with that information.
Yeah, he came in. Yeah, bloke came in looking for some heavier armor to wear. He wanted me to fancy him up some garments, a little bit tougher than that cloth stuff he was using. He looked pretty tough already, but apparently he needed something that could help him do better in battle. Didn't really say what he was for. Sorry about that. But what else could I do for you?
Do you know perhaps maybe where he went? At least, did he ever mention where he was going?
No. It's he was just searching around town for the some stuff here, and like you see him kind of like swipe at something across his face as like something flew by. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, he just said he was just searching around in town there, checking out different crates and stuff like that. What I noticed.
Right.
Said he was an
What kind?
inspector of some kind.
Yes, he was investigating trade. Is there anything that he was investigating more than other stuff that you know
No.
of?
Well, some of the newer stuff that came in, took a look at like some of my armor there, and he kind of like points over to like a nice set of like half plate armor with like really good like design. And while it's not necessarily the most fanciest thing you've ever seen in the entire world, it's definitely something better than that's just common tier. And he goes, yeah, it took a little bit of time making it, and I had to clean the metal a little bit. Whoever fucking delivered it had all this purple gunk on it. But,
Do you know who delivered this? We have a name, Beauregard. Does this mean anything to you?
yeah, the Beauregard shipping supplies. They had delivered a huge thing, and then it's slowly coming in. It's all the way from Nozzle. Huge resources down there. So.
And this is the person that's delivering from there, not somebody who is stationed in this area, right?
No, it's just, it's Beauregard's just kind of like the name of the company. And it's through them that they're traveling with the merchants and they're planning on making this apparently a hot topic to distribute goods and services. Oh, sorry, just feeling a little under the weather today.
No, it's okay. I happen to know a little bit about trade myself. Is there anything that in particular is supposed to be coming through here, or is it general goods and?
It arrives from. Now the general goods stuff is coming in a later shipment here in a month, but for now, all they brought, like the merchants, were the ones to first arrive, so they did like everyday common items that you can sell. So they got like some metals for the us blacksmiths, and they got some like farming equipment, because Luen has a wide variety of farms throughout it. So something easy to train and make the merchants have a nice living.
And there was talk about the merchants coming through soon. Is there something going on in the coming days?
Well, the mayor is supposedly working out just like a signing bonus and stuff like that, and getting everything in place for the shipping network. Apparently they had some problems with some cargo, but like nothing all that problems. I hear there's some weird stuff going down in Nozzle right now. Sorry, I'm
gonna offer him a water skin.
And you'll see him. He'll kind of like take it, and drink some. And he hands it back. You notice that there's like purplish stuff like on like the palm of his hand.
Okay. Can I identify that?
Do you have a way to identify?
I
look at it a little bit. I want to take a gander. Maybe I can tell. I mean, I'm used to getting my hands dirty. Maybe there's something specific, especially if it's a blacksmith, and my whole thing is about metal, steel, all that good stuff. Maybe I can kind of gander something, possibly. Maybe an investigation.
As you look at it, it's nothing revolving around blacksmithing at all. It doesn't make sense why you'd have it on him.
I have medicine proficiency.
Now that would be useful. Yes.
Okay.
So may I roll?
Yes.
Okay. A 16.
Mm-hmm. As you guys kind of like see like the purplish stuff like on his hand, you kind of like grab his like hand, and he goes, "What you doing, kid?"
Taking a closer look at this is. Don't worry, I'm trained in medicine, so took a notice of your
I just got a
condition.
bit of that gunk on my hand that came from the metals.
Yes, which
Must
is
have
why I'm
not
trying to
cleaned it
figure out
off
what
quite
it is.
well.
Shh, 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 shh. It's why I'm trying to figure out what is going on here. And I take a close look at that. What can I tell?
As you kind of like check it out and stuff like that, you notice that like while you swab some away, it looks to be like a purplish liquid, but the skin is heavily irritated underneath of it. You can definitely see like some reddening and like some blue veins showing heavily in his palm.
Interesting.
I'll take out my med kit and kind of try to, after wiping it away with some gauze, I'll try to smear some anti-inflammatory stuff on that. Should I make another medicine check for
Yeah,
that
just
as well?
do another medicine check for me if you would.
Sure. Okay, yeah, cool. 18.
18. Oh, nice. Yeah, you immediately kind of like patch it up, and you manage to find like a gel to like soothe basically the skin. From like your medical knowledge, you tell that like whatever it seems to be conductive to skin. Whatever was on it is already sipped into his bloodstream already through skin contact. It doesn't seem like it's contagious because it doesn't seem like it's spreading to you guys or like a physical contact or anything else like that. But it's definitely like it's already in his bloodstream. You don't know anything else besides that yet without more testing.
Okay.
Though, as you guys kind of like, he goes, "Oh, thank you. I feel a little numb there. It's He kind of like pokes like the area, and he just
Don't
he's
touch
like,
that.
sorry, I just don't feel it at all."
This is only a topical treatment. It is supposed to moisturize and it's anti-inflammatory as well, but it's not supposed to cause any numbness.
Yeah. And you even see like a little bit of like twitching of his hand, and he goes like, "See, I ain't doing that."
I think you'll need to see a medical professional.
Oh, okay. I'll close up early. I'll go visit the local doc. Okay. And as like he's kind of like trying to like close up shop, I'll have you guys make like a perception check for me.
Okay.
Come on, be good.
9.
16.
Yeah. Yenilith, you can't really see anything. If anything, you're more entranced by some of like the swords, the spears here and stuff like that. And while they are probably like some of them are like +1 swords and stuff like that, the Nichirin weapons are just still better because of the elemental damage you guys get and the fact that Nichirin are just going to be better professional weapons for what you have. And though Cassius, you see something catch your eye in this dimly dark lit room because of just the way that it is. It's only lighted by the fires of the torch, and while you definitely want to stay away from it, as
I gave a look.
you notice 3 to 4 purple looking butterflies are conjugated around some crates and up in like the top left of the room.
I'd like to try to snatch one.
Okay. How are you snatching one?
With my hands, which are wrapped, by the way,
Okay.
so nothing would touch my skin.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, just make an attack roll.
Sure. I guess it would be an unarmed strike.
Yep.
9.
Yeah, you managed to just catch the thing, and like as it is, it's like flapping its wing, it's trying to like escape. It like looks to you, and as it like looks to you, it starts glowing purple, and then it like explodes.
Oh no!
You will take 1 poison damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'll just kind of stiffen a little bit.
Are you alright?
He knew that there was something wrong with the animals in this place.
Then he gets confirmation that something is wrong with animals here.
The paranoia paid off.
Because we need to start small. A gerbil, perhaps. Alright, let's take a look at this. What exactly in the hell just happened?
Just take a look at my hand. It exploded in my hand, and I'm gonna kind of show what I assume I've noticed by now is almost the exact same substance that I saw on his hand that is now on my bandage.
Yes, exactly.
And wrapped hands.
Okay.
That's exactly what he had on his hand. You think
Mhm.
we just can... Should we go after him? Press him more?
I don't know how much more good we can do for him at this moment. If you think this is best, I will not say no. But and I'll kind of grab a vial from my med kit and just try to collect whatever sample is sitting on my clothing.
Okay.
No. I think maybe we should at least just hang back. Alright, at least we got something. We'll take that and just see if the other dogs can actually ascertain a little bit more on this.
Yes, he said that the shipments from Nozel had a purple substance on these. These look like a purple substance to me.
Looks like it to me as well. Alright.
Yeah, I'll kind of examine this as I walk out of the blacksmith. Just kind of hold it up to the light to get a little bit of a better view of it.
Got a question, Junk.
Yes.
You have, I think, a healer's kit. And you have medicine proficiency. Do you have herbalism kit proficiency?
I do not have herbalism kit proficiency.
Okay.
I have a lot of kits, and that is not one of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's all right. But no, as you guys kind of, he kind of like, okay, guys, I need to close up shop. Okay, I need you all to leave.
Yeah, right. Look at I actually my eyes drift off over to Cassius and just try to get some confirmation of like, should we or should we do something else?
I'm kind of entranced in looking at the substance, trying to just figure out what I can from the look of it, as I'm already kind of walking my way out of the door.
All right. Well, catch you later if we need anything. Thanks for the help.
I hope you feel better, sir.
Of course. And he's gonna like start to leave.
Okay.
And as he starts leaving, he goes oh, and he like almost kind of like drops to one knee.
You're right. What's wrong?
I'll go
And
rush over to him.
he like reaches for his hand, and there's like smoke billowing from his hand.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, immediately kind of turning around as I hear him drop to the floor and go, Then, seeing this isn't supposed to happen.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do my damnedest to pick him up and then rush him out the door.
Yeah.
Where is the village medicine person?
And it's he goes Dr. Bob's two streets down.
Bob, that's a terrible name.
Yeah,
Wait, come back.
full speed sprint off.
I'm just following behind.
Even carrying a different a person, I'm still slightly faster than you are.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm trying to follow.
Yeah, as you guys kind of like get to the office there, you see like a man with like kind of like a water genasi with a no, let's make him a wind genasi. A wind genasi with like wildest hair, what looks like a lab coat strung around his like waist, and almost like a kind of like crop top kind of like on top of him, and he goes, "Dude, what's the patient?"
I kind of point to the person in my hand. This is the patient?
Yeah, and he kind of like, you see him like sending like a gust of wind. The wind almost like picks him up from like your arms and like moves him to the table. As he goes like, "Okay, little winds, we got a patient, we gotta treat him." And like he starts like kind of like examining his body, and he goes, uh, what seems to be the problem though?
His hand is smoking.
And you kind of like look down, and it's no longer smoking actually. He goes, I was coughing earlier. I think I'm starting to feel a lot better, actually. Maybe I just need to, like, get out of the house and stuff."
No, all right, lay down. We're professionals. This
Okay.
man was definitely smoking. Well, no, he was
Yeah.
smoking from his hand.
Hey, bro, I hear that you're smoking hot. And the blacksmith goes, "Ah!"
Oh, what's a punch?
Okay. Now, I don't want to metagame, but at this point, I think my character might have an idea of what's going on. Would is there a role, or can I just say my character now understands that it potentially has something to do with the sunlight?
Oh, yeah, you could 100% definitely determine that.
Okay, yeah. Looking down at that, I kind of turn to Yenilith and say, "I think that we found our demon." Not him, by the way. That's not what I meant.
Do you...
And you're gesturing over to this this doctor, right, Doctor?
Well, I'm gesturing over to the patient.
okay.
Yenilith is like, I like to think Yenilith is going, "So which one do I kill?" It's like,
Yeah.
Probably kill all of them, including Cassius, just to be safe.
Do you remember the demon slayer that we saved in the clearing, and how he had something on his hand, the remaining demon blood, and when it was shown to the light, ended up smoking away?
Oh, no.
They think that something like this is happening with this man, because as he was leaving the shop, he passed by a window, and that was when these reactions started. He was in the darkness when he was working, only firelight.
All right, we've got two options here. Number one, we question, then kill, or we kill, then question. What's it going to be?
Who are we questioning? I don't think that either of these people have anything to do with it.
I'm talking about the demons.
Oh, I don't know. Do we even know where that demon is? I think
I
there's...
thought you said the demon was right there. Which one is it? Are you talking about the doctor, or are you talking about the patient? I thought we found a demon. What the hell is wrong with you?
The butterfly, the purple liquid.
I cannot understand anything under that mask. Can you please just take it off?
If you say one more thing about my voice, then your face meets the ground on your neck or not.
Finally, I can understand you. Thank the gods. All right. So what you're saying is that we have a lead.
Yes, we have a lead.
Why did you just
The
say
butterfly.
Why'd you say so? I love this.
Hands go up, slap back down to the side.
It's like the buddy comment.
Sorry, go ahead, John.
The butterfly, the liquid, the smoke, it all came from a demon, probably. I don't think that the butterfly is a demon, but maybe a demon can summon something like this.
That's something new. I've never heard of that before, but
When they come to blood demon art, everything is new.
All right. Well, it sounds like you got your head on top of things. You
If
like
we
the
if we
tech?
want to make sure about these and make sure that it is right, I saw 3 more butterfly inside of the shop.
Well,
I'm gonna jingle my thieves tools in front of her as well, and we don't necessarily need to ask permission to go inside.
then I'll follow your lead then, sir.
Yeah. And as you guys like sneak off to go kill the rest of the butterflies, which it's not going to be hard to pick the lock and do that, so I say you guys can do that.
Gotcha.
Along with anything else you want to do in the shop, that's up to you
Well,
guys.
specifically, I wanted to bring one of the butterflies outside into the sunlight.
Yeah.
And just see what happens.
Yeah, it would. I'll get back to that. That would be
Okay,
that will
cool.
be important. But as for the other group, Griff, Shiro, you guys are halfway back to town when you find what looks like horses. There seems to be one horse like stabbed through the leg. And it's been done in a very canopy covered area of the forest.
I just blades are out. I yell, Draconis!
Damn it.
Um,
I guess mage armor.
You look to the other horse. You see like it's covered in like purplish liquid, along with like a few butterflies on top of it.
I'm gonna look for the kid.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the kid. Do I know which horse the kid was on?
You make an investigation checks for both of you.
Okay.
God
damn it! 6. I got a 6.
Okay.
Fine, I'm here, dude.
Yeah, it's fine. You got a advantage all the time.
24. Dear gosh, do you
24
man,
and
just
25 is an investigation all the time.
Yeah, I know. He has a +7, ladies and gentlemen, with advantage. It's gonna work.
20 intelligence will do that, folks.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
Yeah, with that you just search around there and you find that there was a struggle. There had to at least been the things that you had saw before, the tracks, same tracks scattered all throughout it. And you looks like there was a sign of a struggle, but there's no sign of the boy. As far as like where the tracks are leading, as like it's starting to turn from midday to like towards like afternoon, and they seem to be heading towards the town, but not directly down the road of it, but more towards the forest.
Crap.
The butterflies that were near the horse, are they still alive?
Yes.
I'm going to use moon breathing, first form. Moon hangs low, and I'll swing my blade from a safe distance, and a spinning crescent moon will appear above the butterflies. And at the start of their turn, they'll take a d4 damage. So
yeah, as you kind of do, you just like kill off like the 3 or 4 different butterflies that are hanging around there. They don't explode when you cut them, but you do see like some of the powder fall to the ground, and it turns like purplish on the ground as the liquid starts appearing. But you easily kill the butterflies there.
I have an idea. And I look to you, Shiro, and I say, give me a piece of paper, if you have anything.
Let me see what I have.
Do you have anything that like writes on anything as well?
I have a quill, and let's see. Question is, do I have paper? I have ink. I have ink and a quill. I have no more paper. I gave it all to Cassius to make those signs.
God damn it. Okay. Fuck. Because I was gonna basically send Draconis, because he's got 40 feet of movement, and send him just barreling towards the city with like a piece of paper in his mouth. But like it's heading it's heading towards the town already, but it's more into the forest region.
Crow's
We
already
need
heading
to-
that way toward Nyanolith and Cassius.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we can just send Draconis. We need him with us.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but we need to get them here fast.
But yeah, now that you're back, Junk, we cut back over to you guys. So Cassius and Yenilith, cutting back over to you. We now, you guys have started to test the butterflies as you kill the rest, and when you hold one out in the light, you see it start sparking as it goes, and then it like almost like explodes into like a small ball of fire.
I immediately drop it and jump backwards.
Yeah, it's a good thing you do. It's enough of those things, and it might set like a house on fire or something.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. The world building is fantastic.
None of us said it. We're all thinking it.
Yeah, we were all thinking.
DM had to say it himself.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I was muted, man.
To my own horn. But yes, as you guys, it is at this time that like you look up from it, and there's just a Kenku crow standing in front of you. God, message. Party members out at farm. They wanted to meet up. Taking sample to Charles.
Sample of what? Sample of beef, and then I hold up my vial.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know how much use I'll have for these, so add these to your collection.
All right, I will do so. And with anything else.
Do we know which direction they went?
Oh, they went there. Theirs is a little on the northern end. Sorry, no, southern end. It would have been southern end.
How far away?
It's a good amount of miles, but I came across horses and a scuffle, so they might be on their way back right now.
Don't have much time. Better move.
Yeah. Okay, I will follow after you.
Okay, so yeah, we head that direction.
I will go deliver my message. And he starts walking in like a back alley. You like see him crouch down by like a trash can. As like you go to just out of curiosity look, and it's just he's gone.
All right.
It is about like this time, like with the time between all of you guys, and you all start running. Oddly enough, you all basically run into each other right around the gates at the same time. So, Griff and Shiro, you meet back up with the party as they look like they had basically been ready to head out to the farm to meet you guys.
We found some things. The person that was helping us has been taken by the demon.
We found some things too. A couple of butterflies and purple hands.
You've seen them. And I assume you know they're poisonous by now.
Well, at least some of us. A little bit more than others, but yeah, we do.
None of it touched my skin, so
There was
not
a-
bad.
I will say this. There was a crate with grain in it that had a butterfly in it. It also had some purple goo. It had a name on it. Beauregard
Beauregard
supplies.
trading. Yeah.
Supplies. Actually, it was grain filled with. Well, not filled with, but some of the poison was on top of it.
Along with one of the
We
butterflies.
figured out the Beauregard company come from Nozil. That's the place that is trying to start using these as a trading center.
Trading hub.
Yes. We met up with the blacksmith, and some of his raw materials also had some of the same thing. He's currently in the medical ward. He got some of it on his hand.
Okay.
Also,
Well,
one of the demon slayers. We don't know if they're dead or not, but it's possible they are. A young one, the young halfling that we were traveling with to his farm, found his blade.
and now he's
Broken.
been taken by the demons, so we needed to move fast. Is there still a trail to follow?
Unfortunately, the trail veered off into the forest and actually like vanished without a trace. As far as most of like what you can tell, you guys don't necessarily have leads at this time of where the demons could be at right now. But you
So
do now
even if-
know that purple moss are contained in this supplies, and you know that there were some at the blacksmith's house, and that they mainly evolved around like metals and farming supplies. But you don't
So-
know where the demon would strike next or what would happen.
I think we need to tell the mayor about this, no? He signed something that had to do with the border guard supplies.
Make a history check for me.
Me?
Yes.
Little
Yes.
old me? Okay.
You got this.
No, I don't! 3!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah. You kind of remember that. You can't really remember what the contract said, but you definitely remember
Well,
that there was definitely the mayor signed something for the Beauregards.
Well, then again,
And your goldfish brain.
I will say this. Then again, Cassius, the mayor doesn't want anyone to know that there are demons and doesn't believe that there are any demons in this place or in this area. So,
okay, well, when it comes to
Kind
a
of,
trading
yeah.
contract, then it is a lot easier for him to tear up the sheet of paper than to have to try to figure out some way to make it void without letting everyone know that there are demons.
yes, but he gave us money to basically go away.
That could mean he knows something, but it could also mean he's just trying to keep town from breaking out into a panic.
True. Then let us go. But I suggest we don't be subtle. Because this thing has taken a child.
Taking a
And
child, and like you hear that as like
Damn it.
2 guards suddenly appeared, and it's Tim and Jim. It's like, we heard missing child and we came as fast as possible.
I'm just gonna look at them and just say, how did you hear that from your post? Your post is further that way. And I like point.
And they both like look up into the sky because we care.
Insight check?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
inciting. Inciting.
That's a bit.
18.
Oh, come on!
I fully believe them.
It was gonna be
I'll do
13!
it. I have a +0, but I'll do insight anyways. 13.
One.
For the other people, like, so Cassie with a 3, Griff with a 3.
What? No. I'm not even checking, dude. I fully
Okay.
believe them.
No, you fully believe them.
It
So
is a
Griff with
15.
a 3, Yanalith with a 13, and Shiro with an 18. For Yanalith and Griff, you guys feel like, honestly, probably believe them. Shiro, with your insight check, you actually, despite how these guards sound and look and are goofy, they actually are good at their jobs.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that would be the answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
They actually
Okay.
genuinely do care. That's why they're good. Like I also alluded to that earlier, is that they are able to basically tell the pickpocket immediately.
And they were really good at crossing those spears. Keep people
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And they did a
Okay.
lot of practice.
Yeah.
They go,
the-
well, we got to report this first to Captain there.
Yeah.
report it to the captain.
The
Tell him
farmer's children, the farmer's child,
Yeah. Besides, it's
Oliver.
it,
Oliver.
Yeah. Oh.
He's been taken by a demon, and
Oh no, bro. That's too bad.
hopefully we can get to him before it's too late. But
Yeah.
we need more
Well,
eyes than we have.
we need to also close up the city if there's a demons. It's almost nighttime, bro.
keep an eye out for butterflies that are purple.
Butterflies. People have
contain
been
a
saying
poison.
that they've been noticing butterflies in different things around the city.
I'm gonna point at them and tell them make note of where those places are so that we can track it. Note where the butterflies are coming from for us. Tell the captain is that.
Keep clear of them and keep the people away from them too. They've been
Okay.
coated with some kind of poison.
Okay.
Is it
Well.
okay if I go and speak to the mayor? I think
Oh,
he deserves
but
to-
I mean, the mayor and the mayor and actually captain of the guard got confused why he wasn't told about a second demon slayer. So he's at the mayor's place right now. They're gonna be having a chat, but especially like with the big cargo that came through while you guys were hustling and bustling.
Big
A shipment of cargoes come
cargo.
through.
Yeah, there's big giant crates, like even bigger than me, that got delivered. Apparently, like the mayor signed a signature earlier today. Like he got a lot of cargo from like Beauregards that came to his manor personally.
As soon as I hear that, I just say, like, I stop him and say, keep an eye on those crates.
I mean, they're already at the mayor's manor.
Come with
Yeah,
us,
the
we
mayor,
need to
the
get
mayor,
there now.
the mayor signed for like the Beauregard to use his manor as like to put a lot of the products there first, so that way then we could then distribute them.
Yeah, I am immediately like hearing that it's at the mayor's house. Look to Shiro.
We need to get there now.
Yeah.
As soon as you say that,
Oh,
Jim,
off.
Tim, lock down the city. Keep people from. No one goes to the mayor's office, the mayor's house, but us right now. It's gonna be dangerous over there.
oh, don't worry, bro. We got this. We'll lock down the city. We got the guard. We'll get the other guards to like seal it off, and we'll take care of any butterflies. Those damn butterflies. I never fucking
touch 'em.
trusted them, anyways.
Neither did I. And
And
I bow to them.
it's like-
You guys are very good at your job. And then I'm
I
gonna
know,
pull off.
right? I got like they were just suspicious.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna blow past Griff, and more than easily make my way to the manor first.
Yes.
Yep.
And
as I
as
see you running like faster than me, I'm like, wait up!
and
Frick,
as
team!
as you guys have to travel through the city, and as like the slight nightfall sets in, as you all make your way over to the manor of the Lord, you check to see outside as the two Goliaths appear to be dead, covered in almost like a purplish substance.
Is it dark enough?
Oh, it's dark enough for demons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I pull out my sword.
The trains are out.
If ever there was a time for favorable winds, it would be now. And then
And
I'll
as you guys start
whip
like,
up some winds.
and as you guys have to start like booking up like 100 flights of stairs there, you hear the sound of combat as we will transition over to get a quick look at the battle map here.
Okay.
Everyone's gonna have a D4. We'll say, I guess, I'd probably do it around when we hear combat. So
Yeah.
maybe 30-ish seconds when we get there, so you'll have about 5 rounds.
Yeah, can I go ahead and have you guys drop like this over here?
Yeah.
As-
Let me see. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Right over there. Got it.
Yeah.
Would have
And
had time
as like
to,
you guys are meeting like the getting up here to see the sounds of combat as Captain Bricks and what sounds like fighting happening inside with the mayor, you see what looks to be a large bug-like demon, along with surrounded by many other different types that have like almost like a praying mantis and almost like a almost vicious nature to these demons. As like the big one looks to them and looks to all of you, and it like almost kind of like swirls its tongue. As like it does, you almost see like purple liquid falling out of its mouth. It goes, make sure to kill them all. And with that, you hear the rest of the demons surrounding them that look like this. They all let out a shrieking hiss. As with that, our tonight's session has come to an end. Next time, we pick up in combat against the bug demons. Thank you for joining us tonight. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and click the bell for an icon. And with that, we'll see you next time.